Right, well today I'm going to do the Coomera Circuit. It's up at Binna Burra. Absolutely scenic drive all the way up, and I'm just here at the visitor centre, just over there. Picked up my little map that they have over there. You can pick one up for free. They got toilets here and everything like that. It's about a 2k drive up to the top, where there's a campground and cafe, and the actual Binna Burra Lodge is up there. Well, this is the Binna Burra section of the Lamington National Park in Queensland, and this is going to be, I'm actually right here at the moment, and I'm going to be doing the Coomera Circuit, which goes all the way down here and then comes back along the border track, which is the Coomera Circuit. It's 17.4 kilometres, so it's going to take a few hours, so I better get a move on, get it started. This is the start of the border track, and the Rainforest Circus is up here as well, but we're going to go out the border track, and then once we get to the Coomera Circuit, then we turn off to the right and end up going along that. Then we loop back around at the end and come back along the border track back to where we are now. Got a pathogen station, so just put food in there, a couple of squeezes, wash your feet off, just to stop any pathogens that you're bringing them into the rainforest. Most national parks have them at the entrances. And yeah, here we go. Nice, beautiful, cool day for a walk in the rainforest. Well, I'm only not even a kilometre in. Already come across my first snake. Little red belly black. Just sunning himself, warming up. I'll leave him be and move on past. Also today, I'm sporting my new Ultra Lone Peak 3.5 trail runners. So they've got a nice wide toe box on them because I have issues with my little toes robbing because I have wide feet. So I decided to get these and try them out. So far so good. I also wear Injinji toe socks as well, which then stops blisters between the toes, for me anyway, in my opinion. And got some Cedar Summit gaiters on, just some low ones, just to stop grit and sticks and dirt and stuff like that, little rocks, getting into my shoes. And there's the trail at the moment. Nice rainforest area through here. A little bit wet, a little bit damp and muddy because we had some rain yesterday. So trail's a little bit slippery and muddy, so I'm kind of glad I've got the trail runners with the nice grip on the bottom. Here we have the intersection where the border track keeps going down that way. Shipstone Circuit and Dave's Creek Circuit is down that way. Heading down there. We've got Tullawallal, I think I'm pronouncing that right, goes up that way. And the Coomera Circuit goes down there. You've got 16 k's from here back to this point, so the total is 17.4, so done about 1.4 already. So we've got 3.5 k's to the falls. Here's some big trees. Not sure on the variety of them. Maybe box tree, I'd guess. I'm not sure. But that is a pretty big tree. Another one here. And that one is dead. And there's a big one right here. That's some pretty cool trees. Been here a long time. Alright, moving on. Here's a little gully, a little creek running down the gully. It'll be all flowing down to the bottom, obviously. Just listen to that water. So beautiful, that noise, that sound. Can't think of a better way to get back in touch with nature. De-stress a little. Absolutely magic. Right, well, that is the trail. So I'll do some rock hopping. Just so I don't get my feet too wet. And head on down. We're slowly descending down into the valley. I'm assuming it'll bring us out at the bottom of Coomera Falls, but we'll find out when we get there, I guess. Well, this section of the trail is a little bit different. It's widened out and opened up a bit, and it's all grassy here. Definitely different. Sort of more, not so much rainforest now, but more sort of bush, I guess. Heavy scrub, woodland kind of terrain. Well, it's opened up to a little lookout here. It's the first real view that we've had on the trail so far. And that is a long way down. Not going any closer to the edge than that. But as you can see, all the mountain range out there. Absolutely beautiful. And here we are at Coomera Falls. Oh wow. That's stunning. All the way down to that pool down the bottom there. Straight over there. Just spilling out and over. All the way down. And this one here, well, that's just epic, that one. There's another little waterfall. Straight down to the bottom there. That's a really nice one, that one. That's beautiful. Misting up down the bottom there, it hits the rocks. That is beautiful. Well, I think this is as good a place as any to stop and have some lunch. Beautiful. Now for those people that don't want to do the whole 17.4, if that's a bit scary for you, that distance, basically you can just come down to the falls and then turn around and head back up to Binna Burra. And that's only about, that's 3.5 plus 1.4, so 4.9 each way. So only ends up being about 10 k's, just under 10 kilometres instead of 17.4 to do the whole circuit. Anyway, I'm going to have some lunch. Alright, had my lunch. Now it's time to head on. I've done about 6.5 k's down to here. Still got roughly 11 to go. So can't stay here too long because otherwise I'll run out of daylight because I had a late start this morning. Well, I've been following along the creek for a little while, maybe the last half a k or so, slowly getting higher and higher. Not a massive incline, but enough to get the heart rate up a little bit, and the breathing gets a bit heavier, but as you can see, that is totally worth it. Alright, well, we keep climbing up. Here's what I got for the trail at the moment. Nice easy trail to follow. Just extremely muddy, like I said earlier, only due to the rain that we had yesterday and the day before. We had a little bit of rain as well, so it's making it nice and muddy so far. No leeches, but that's a good thing. Normally when it's wet and muddy like this you get a few leeches, but I think because it's end of April, then starting to cool off a little bit and less chance of getting leeches then. They don't like the cold too much. Looks like we're going back down to cross it. Yep. There's a trail just on the other side there. Well, this is Binna Burra Falls. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I hope you can hear me over the top of this water. It's rushing down there. It's so nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Well, there's another little waterfall. I think I've come across maybe 6 or 7 since I was down in the bottom of the creek. So the amount of rain that we had obviously has been enough to get it running. I'm not sure whether they run like this all the time, but it is quite wet at the moment. And there's a lot of water coming down all the gullies and creating all these beautiful waterfalls. It's definitely a must-see track. The Coomera Circuit. Absolutely stunning on here. There's all these waterfalls and the trail's beautiful. Just a very, very nice hike. Alright, I'm going to keep moseying on this way. Apparently there's another falls up here according to the sign. Blongaragong Falls. So the waterfalls continue, they keep coming. Well, here we are at another falls. There's the name of it. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. But another absolutely beautiful waterfall. So it's basically just been following the creek up right up to the headwaters of it, and it's slowly getting higher and higher, and we'll end up on the top of the ridge eventually where the border track is. Well, the trail goes up that way, so I'm going to hike on. Well, I'm up to the border track now. If you head that way, takes you through to the Green Mountains section of Lamington National Park, and O'Reilly's guest house is there as well. They have a campground over there as well. But I am heading back this way to Binna Burra. So I have 7.6 kilometres to go. This track gets used a lot more. It's a lot more worn, because a lot of people walk through from Green Mountains through to Binna Burra, camp overnight, and then walk back the next day. This is the Jola lookout. Look at that for a view. You can see all the way to the Gold Coast. See the Gold Coast skyline. That's down near Narang, Surfers Paradise. You can see all the skyscrapers standing up there. It's not too far from the Gold Coast, just back in the hinterland. But that is one hell of a view. That section there is actually looking down into New South Wales, I believe, because we're right on the border, hence the name for the track, the border track. Some farmland down there. What a place to live that would be. Beautiful. They've conveniently got this nice little seat here, so I might just sit down and enjoy this view for a bit. And we're back to the start of the Coomera Circuit. Well, where we go off the border track anyway. That we went down there this morning. So that means we've only got 1.4 kilometres roughly, I think. Sorry, 1.9 kilometres to back to Binna Burra where my car is. Alright. I'm going to keep heading that way. I'll have to admit, my shoes the Ultras, I'm quite impressed with them. They are really comfortable. Haven't had any blister issues, any rubbing, no hot spots, nothing like that. Just yeah, all in all pretty good. They were a little bit slippery trying to get, well, mainly on the rocks, on the wet mossy rocks, on the river crossings or creek crossings. But I think that was mainly a combination of, you know, mud on the bottom of boots. It's been quite a muddy track, combined with the, you know, obviously the rocks being wet and mossy. So, but yeah, they were quite slippery. I definitely had to take my time going across the creeks, just so I didn't stack it and do myself an injury. But yeah, all in all, I'm quite impressed with them. Yeah, I mean, this is by no means a paid advertisement for them or anything like that. This is just my views. I've bought them myself out of my own money, just based on other people's reviews of them, and for the fact that they have a nice wide toe box, which I needed. But yeah, so I'm definitely not a paid endorsement. I just thought I'd give them a go, and so far they're working out pretty good. Well, anyway, I'm almost back to the start of it. Probably got about 500 or 600 metres to go or so, and I'll update you then. Well, here I am, back at the start, after a 17.4 kilometre day. Where am I? There we go. So yeah, it was an absolutely beautiful walk. Highly recommend it. And yeah, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can see my future hikes and also some of my previous videos. So make sure you hit the little bell so you get notified of every video that I put up. But yeah, until next time, hike on.